Going on? I'm here with PFL light heavyweight Impa Kasanganay. He is fighting Josh Silveira at the PFL Championships for the light heavyweight belt in November. So something I learned about you is that you recently went off the grid. What
Yeah,
exactly does that mean, and what was it like?
that's cool, man. I have a goal to one day hunt, grow, and cultivate everything that I eat by choice. And I was like, oh, I have a friend, Matt Santos. He owns a farm down in Doral, it's like west of Miami. It's called Soul City Farm. And since like, man, way before coming in, since I was a kid, I was like ranchers, farms, and all that. So I just really wanted to learn about it. I grew up in a town called Okeechobee, Florida. And when I was really little, and then I just kind of always been stuck with that. Like, man, it'd be cool to go back to just being in the countryside and uh, be able to like homestead or just have crops and livestock. So it was cool. So for about a year, I lived in that like in a trailer on the farm, and then I moved like into like a yurt, which is pretty much a tent. And I wanted to see how life was, just like being gritty. So like off the grid. So we had the outdoor shower, we had animals on the farm, we had meat from the farm, cattle, and just like the farm was teaching me as much as he could between my training sessions and just like helping set up. I got to see the process from the like being within the whole thing. So like saying like the outhouse being built, got to see like corral cattle, gotta we had pythons come on property, so I'm gonna get rid of those. And I don't know, just kind of give me time to isolate myself and focus in on my goals. And I like to go to the farm every once in a while just to clear my head, but that's that in a nutshell.
So what's that like mentally? Like you're training for high level fights, and then
Mm-hmm.
afterwards you go back to a tent on a farm.
It's great. It doesn't make we're not here to seek comfort. I was told that once. I'm like, I go train, and I go there, and it's like I just like when the lights go out, when the sun goes down, the lights go off. You're really in tune with nature. You hear things going by the yurt, you hear things going by the trailer. You hear animals like yelling in the middle of the night. Maybe something's trying to get like coyotes or anything like that. I don't really had to deal with coyotes too much. I've seen them, but when they're pretty smart, so they can avoid us when we're traveling, or they would go attack the chickens. So they're watching. Right now, doing vanilla beans on the farm. I live in Delray Beach now, but I'll go down to the farm every once in a while just to get away. It was good though. It's good, like a good place to think, because like you're training, and then you just get away and there's not much going on. So
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So how are you with like animals, especially the ones you're talking about out there? Like when a python comes on the property, are you scared or are you like, let's get rid of these fucking pythons?
No, they get rid of it. It's like I keep the chickens protected. They wouldn't last enough for chickens, and they can go for other animals. I mean, some pythons can take out a whole cow, depending on how big they are. So it's like, um, no, like you just have to do your job. You wake up, you can like in the state of Florida, you can hunt them year round, but also, um, like man, like they've had 19 footers. This one, the last one was like 8.5 feet that I saw. But you shoot it, you take care of it, and then you can send it into the state because they're just so invasive. But I don't know, man. It's just like I don't look at it like any issue. Like we have other animals. I mean, I've been hiking in the mountains of Cali and just like notice there are coyotes and stuff. You you handle it how you need to handle it, right? Especially down here, like in South Florida, everything's around here. So I haven't had any gators come on the property, which has been great. So like that's always good. But um, I don't know. You have like a job to protect your livestock. You have like a duty to do that, and you just do what's necessary. So I mean, I wish I could do a lot more. Eventually, like I want to have like within the next year or so, have my own full time ranch farm. Everything's running, eating what I'm growing, hunting what I'm getting. Eating and just like, and then really protecting whatever's mine. But like be close enough to the gym too, so I can get back to the city and train.
Yeah, wow, that is super cool. I wish I was as calm about animals as you are. There was a groundhog in my yard the other day, and
Yeah,
I got really nervous. So I need to learn something from you. But moving
that's
on, kind of to the fight here. So with you and Josh, 5 year guys, 6 combined fights this season have ended in finishes. Do you think the fans should expect to see a finish in this one?
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. And so for you, I hate to bring this up, but you are on, the receiving end of one of the bigger highlights in MMA history. But now, look at you now. You've overcome that, made your way, battled all the way back to the championship here in the PFL. So what do you think that says about your ability to overcome adversity and hard times? All right. Want to talk about your motorcycle tour?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. The signal got funky. Yeah, I heard you saying something about the highlight.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like
Wait, one
death
second.
staring me for
So
asking
you cut
about
out. No, no.
that.
I heard something about highlight and knockout. Then I was like, wait, I think you're talking about the Buckley fight. But I was like, I think the signal went out, so I got off Wi-Fi to make sure maybe it's better. Say it
Okay,
again.
it's better
So
now. All right. You have me scared there. So you were on the receiving end of that Buckley knockout during your time in the UFC.
yeah,
But a few years later now, you're here at kind of the top of the mountain of the PFL, about to fight for $1 million. So what does that
yeah.
say about your ability to overcome adversity?
Oh man, it's like adversity is just another step for me. It's like one of those things where I don't see it as something that broke me. I see it as something that made me better. It made me sharper. It made me like much more focused and a much more diligent fighter, much more mature. I said this then, I'm saying it now, like on November 24th when I claimed that title, you can play that highlight as much as you want. When I think it was a great highlight. Uh, at the same time, when I get the title and become champion, you can play that highlight too. And now we're here, right? So like, thank God, I was speaking into existence, able to trust him in that. And to me, it just shows like you can only stay down if you choose to stay down, right? Like if I'm not one of those people who's gonna be like feel sorry for myself. Like I know what I get into. Like I know you can die in there. I know you can kill a person too. Like it's not just, oh, you can hurt them. Like the person literally could never come back out that cage. Like, that could be it. Because nobody's died in MMA yet. Like doesn't mean somebody can't. So like I'm not really worried about like getting knocked out or getting hurt. It's like I know what I'm here to do. Take that guy out, claim my victories, honor God, do my job. And so for me, I told my dad, I said, watch, like I'm gonna become champion one day. Whether it's UFC, PFL, belt, or whatever it was, like be in the PFL now and like November 24th, I'm claiming that title. And it's just gonna be a testimony to like having faith, working hard, and being with the right team and great coaches, great training partners like Coach Lenz, Coach Jones, Coach Dieter, Henry. Like I'm in a great spot. So now it was the right decision to become a fighter. And November 24th, it comes together.
Yeah, I love how like I feel like for a lot of fighters, a moment like that kind of would have turned into a defining moment for them. That might have just been their story in their career.
Mm.
So I have a ton of respect for you, not letting that be the case and bouncing back and then just going on this absolute real tear since that fight. But I guess going back to more fun stuff I've learned about you, I was kind of stalking your motorcycle journey. I was a little unclear though. Have you hit all 50 states yet, or is that still in progress?
Not yet. So before I even signed PFL, I was like planning to do all the 50 states this year. And then my schedule, I signed PFL, I was like, well, my schedule got changed. But right after the season, so like, I'll tell you, November 24th, fight, claim the victory, get the title. November 25th, I'm going to take a motorcycle ride from DC down to North Carolina, down to Tennessee, over to Tennessee, back to North Carolina, back down to Florida. And then I'll go to the PFL Europe card, go ride in Ireland, come back. And then my goal is start hitting all 50 states. So I haven't done it yet, but it'll be between now and next
So
season, all 50 states.
lost you.
I hear
Oh,
you.
okay, you can still hear me.
Yeah,
All right. You're like I can
I
hear
hear you.
your voice. All right, your like image is lagging a little, but oh, there you go. I think you're back there.
I'm better.
Yeah,
There you go.
I like could hear you, but like the picture wasn't very clear. But so, how many states have you hit so far?
So I've rode from Fort Lauderdale, North Carolina. So I've hit Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Texas, Nevada. Uh, and I've hit another place. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. One, two, three, four, five. So I've hit 5 or 6 states. I'm trying to think. I think I've been somewhere else. I'm trying to remember where. Um, then I've been to Wales on a motorcycle. So that was cool last year. That's it. That's it so far.
Okay, gotcha. So knowing that you're gonna hit all 50 states, are you kind of just sitting there down in Florida, like I really like have to go to New Jersey like as soon as possible because it's a great state we have.
Oh man, I'm excited. I want to get up there. I was gonna do it last year, but like all the places to rent motorcycles, they were shut down like when it got colder. I was like, dang it. So hopefully I can like work with a company like, Triumph or different motorcycle brand that would want to, partner with me. But my working ship my bike up to hit New York, go all the way up to maybe like through Niagara, hit Canada, cross that off the list, then go across the top of the United States and start zigzagging around or come down and go up and down. Yeah, I don't know the best plan or map yet, but I like to go on and off road. And I hit some like the major highways, like the old routes and stuff like that, like Route 66 and all the fun stuff.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha. Well, I've talked to a decent amount of you guys fighting on this championship card so far, and I ask everyone the same, you know, what are you going to do with $1 million question if you get it? And I
Yeah.
got to say, I don't think after talking to you here, I've been more excited to hear someone's answer than what you plan on doing with $1 million.
Yeah. So I'm gonna save a lot of it. Like I'm not gonna go crazy spending. Like I gotta say, like I want to take my parents on a solid trip, whether we go like overseas or something. My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. My brother's a basketball coach. So I don't know if he'll have time. Maybe my sister, mom, and dad, like, overseas to like France or something. Just have like a good Christmas. But then I want to get on some cool adventures, man. Like I want to just take it and invest back into myself, like new motorcycle, go on and off road, camp outdoors. The way, just make it like a very off the grid trip. And then I want to do North Africa all the way down to South Africa, as many countries as I can hit on the motorcycle. So then get back to training pretty much. So I'll be in and out. Like if I can ride, stop somewhere in Africa, training, ride, stop somewhere in Africa again. And I just want to just like enjoy the days and see what the world has. Like, I want to see like this and share with everyone. Just travel the world, maybe try different martial arts along the way. Um, or this company called Live Wealth Group, keep building business. But other than that, like I just want to just go into some adventures, man.
Well,
All good.
that is a pretty awesome plan. You are one of a kind, my friend. Thank you for your time today. Sorry the connection was a little spotty at times, but I really appreciate you
Okay.
taking the time.
Sorry about that. It could have been on my end. I don't know. But thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Thank you too.